Hey, I'm Primitive Tim, and today I'm taking the van on its first trial run. So I'm just packing things up. I got some electronic stuff that I need, and then this box is just full of all my primitive stuff. All right, so I'm finally leaving. Before I go, I'm gonna grab. It's nice, I can just reach out the window and grab these, because these are delicious. All right, so I'm actually heading out on my first trip. This is the Maiden Voyage of the camper van, and I'm thinking about heading up to Ocala. So that should be a big enough area where I can just really get back in the woods and get lost out there, which is basically what I like to do, is just get lost. I'm dreaming of a world where instead of fast food drive-thrus, you have fruit drive-thrus, where fruit trees just line the roads, so anyone can just drive by, pick what they want off of it. I hate to do it, but I'm getting on the interstate. Alright, we just passed Daytona Beach, so we're getting close, really close to getting off the interstate. You know, I think it's really funny because like people see me and they just start staring at me, and they start talking about me. So like this couple over in the truck there, totally caught him staring. I think everybody in the world is just jealous of my van. Dang, that thing is huge. I mean, I just drove by because I wanted to look at it. I think somebody's compensating for something over there. So it is blazing hot today. So first thing I'm gonna do is look for a spring. So there should be one back here. I cannot wait to get it in some clear, cool water. All right, so we found a spring, and man, it's blazing hot out here, so let's go get in it. So the spring head I wanted to go swimming in, they closed off just because it's too dangerous or whatever. Apparently someone died in there a few months ago. All right, so this spring right here behind me, this, I mean, it's not that wide, it's maybe 6 or 7 feet. And so this goes straight down, and it connects to a big, like a huge underwater cave. And that cave is actually right beneath the parking lot that I parked in. But what's really neat about this spring is in the summertime, all the striped bass come in and they go down in there, and they just like form this big school of fish inside this hole. So I was really hoping I'd be able to go in there, but unfortunately it's a restricted area and I'd have to get a permit to go in there. So, and that would take months to get. However, there is another spring that we can swim in, so let's go get in the water. I really want to find a bear on this trip, but I have absolutely no idea where to look. I mean, it's just a huge forest and they could be anywhere. There's a dirt road right here, so I'm just gonna go down it, see what happens. And that spring I was just at, that's Silver Glen Spring. We're just gonna walk this trail for a little while, see what we can see. I don't expect any bears to be active during the day like this, but you never know. Especially when it's hot, it seems like they would only come out at night. So I'm gonna grab an apple and the camera and take a hike, see what we can see out there. When you go out in the wilderness, I think it's really important that we learn to appreciate the little things. Like since I've been out here, I saw a beetle, but the beetle wasn't like other beetles. This one was iridescent green and just really beautiful. It looked like a little jewel or something. And then I also found a little lizard. And to most people, this lizard isn't that important, but it's actually a very rare type of lizard that I saw, the scrub lizard. And it's endemic to Florida. It lives nowhere else in the world except Florida. So that's kind of cool to see one of those. Also, I've been seeing these black butterflies. I've never seen them before. So it's just really cool going to new areas and seeing new stuff. And so that's what this road trip is going to be all about, just seeing new stuff that I've never found before. All right, so it starts raining, so I come under this bridge, and look what I find. This little guy right here is absolutely adorable. This is a soft-shell turtle, and when they're young like this, I mean, look at him. He's just super cute. And they also have juvenile patterns. So you can see he's got quite a bit of orange there right on his face. One of the coolest things is that little nose. That's like a snorkel for him. So when he's underwater, oh, look at that little head. See, he can reach out and snorkel up there without having to move as much. Also, they're pharyngeal breathers, which means they can absorb oxygen that's in the water and use it to live on, circulate it through their blood. So that's really awesome. Look at, man, I've never seen a little baby one try to bite like that. Ah! Man, he's pissed. So we're gonna put him on the shoreline and let him run back into the water. Past the evening, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make a few arrows. I brought a couple shafts here, and so that point right there, I'm gonna go ahead and get that mounted on there a little better, get some sinew on it, and then fletch it. All right, so the reason I'm making these arrows is for this little short bow I've got right here, and this is a piece of hackberry, and this little bow is pretty strong. Yeah, so I just had to stop for that because that's pretty cool. All right, so I just cruised up the first snake of the trip, and it's this beautiful red rat snake. There's two people like right on my tail, and so apparently we all straddled the snake. It's got some scuffs on the belly here, but other than that, it seems fine. He seems a little bit lethargic and shooken up, but he's not angry and bitey. But he's doing everything that like a normal snake does, like grabbing my wrist with his tail and flicking his tongue and all that stuff. So we're just gonna put him on the side of the road, let him go. All right, so I'm editing some footage up here in my bed, and of course my computer's running off its own battery, so it starts to get like around 50%, and I decided to connect it to the converter here and charge it off the battery. So after like 10 minutes of charging, I hear like this snap, and all this smoke comes pouring out of this. So something was wrong. I'm not sure what the deal was, but I'm not really that surprised either, because this little DC to DC converter only costs like $6. It's still really warm actually, so I'm gonna toss it back down there. But so yeah, that happened. So that's what these trips are for. you have to figure out, you have to go through all the motions that you would go on a real trip and see what works and see what doesn't. And luckily, that's the first thing that hasn't worked. Everything else is done pretty well. And I need to get back to editing because I'm still running on the computer's charge, which I can't do for too long. I have like an hour left on it. Good morning. All right. So I'm gonna go and get up, and there's a trail right next to where I camped. Just gonna walk in, see if there's any bears running around. Slept pretty good last night. This bed is comfortable. You know, it's actually kind of brisk out this morning. It feels really nice. So I think the bears would be active when it's cooler like this in the morning. Although they're probably active all night too, but it seems like a good morning for bears. And yes, I'm near a gun range, so you'll hear some gunshots. Welcome to America. Alright, so I think my best bet for finding a bear is just to sit right here, and then right in front of me is just a long stretch of the sandy road. And I can probably see at least a quarter mile, if not more. So if something crosses through there, I'll have a clear shot at it. And the wind is in my face right here, so nothing down there is gonna be able to smell me. So I think I'm in a good spot just to sit and wait and look down over that, look down from this hill. Sitting here waiting on that bear, I'm watching these ants, and it's funny because they're bringing sand up out of their ant nest and stacking it up around the hole there. But some of them bring it further out of the hole and some of them don't. I think it's funny because if these were people, they'd start arguing with each other, accusing each other of being lazy. But these ants, they just, each of them doing their own thing. And of course they can't really argue with each other, but it's just funny how if it was people, they'd be arguing with each other, telling each other how to do it. All right, so all along this road, all right down here, is bear tracks. It looks like a bear was just walking along right in here. I'm just gonna follow these, see where they go. It looks like you can see kind of like a cleared path out over here. So I'm thinking that's where he went. Man, I think if I had gotten here a little bit earlier this morning, I might have been able to see him. But still, bear tracks, that's pretty cool. So there are bears out here for sure, because nothing else makes a bear track. Well guys, thanks for joining me on this adventure. Now I want to give a quick shout out to these people that I met while I was at Silver Glen. They're really cool to hang out with for a little while. And if I meet you along my travels, I'm putting you in a video, one way or another. So if I'm gonna be in your area, shoot me a message on Facebook and I'll do my best to meet up with you and we can hang out for a little while. I'm usually not in a hurry, so I usually have time for people. If this is your sort of thing, please subscribe. Also, if you have any questions or comments, you can leave those down below in the comment section. If you're really interested in the stuff I'm doing, please share on your Facebook and Twitters. Tell your friends about it. I can't go anywhere unless you guys watch. And it's really important to me that you guys help me grow an audience. So subscribe and share. And until next time, find a new way to appreciate nature.